So what is up, guys? Before we move on to the next month of the clan event, I think it's about time to go over Spike Brothers. They are the next clan event coming out next month, so we need you guys to get pumped because this one is a doozy. You are going to have to grind all the triple rares for this event to really spike up your deck. See what I did there? So we start off with our grade 0, Babyface Isaac. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a unit with LB4. Put this into your soul, you draw a card. Okay. All right, Machine Gun Gloria. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a grade 2 or less rear guard, counterblast 2 to draw a card, and put the boosted unit on the bottom of your deck. So you can do that, or you can use Zachary. There's many ways to draw, but I don't see anyone really running this for anything. Next, we get our new cheerleader, but it's just an alternate art of Marilyn. This is the one where if you're at 3 damage, they crit you to 5, it goes through, which means now we have a PG that lets us Dudley Emperor without people using crits to pause us, which is great. So we got a new PG for that nonsense. That's great news. Tyrant Receiver, when this unit boosts a unit with LB4, gains plus 3,000, so on and so forth. New G2, Charging Bill Collector. During your turn, if you have a unit that's LB4, this unit becomes an 11k beat stick. So pretty much these are like the types of plays that are supposed to keep you aggressive in a sense, which we're going to show you what you're now going to have to go after soon. So let's keep it going. Go for Broke. When this unit attacks, you CB1, it becomes a 12k unit. You're going to need 4 of this. This is actually needed with your Jelly Beans as well. It is a Dudley unit. You got to make sure you had your Jelly Beans from last set or you are screwed. Pretty much what Dudley Mason does is when this unit attacks and hits a Vanguard, you counterblast 2, put a card from your hand into your soul to call any card from your deck to an empty rear guard. So this is how you clean up. This is how you put another card in the soul. But that's not the only reason for this effect. There is a giant bounce effect you have to keep in mind, which is the other triple rare which you're going to be seeing. But this is 4 of. I don't care what you say. You need it. It's a great unit. It's CB2. This is like quick, aggressive plays regardless of the situation. So you can really start swinging at your opponent really early, mid-match. Jumbo the Stungun. When placed during your battle phase, soul charge 1 and counter charge 1. See, I can see kind of this unit being a little played. I want to use this unit in my build due to the fact that I am going to be using Dudley Mason. So if Dudley Mason brings this in, and I have a good back row unit for it, it's going to be able to swing, period. And I was able to soul charge, counter charge, and heal out of any CB2 that kind of killed me. But Jumbo Stungun definitely might see some playability, in my opinion, with the soul charging, plus the extra counter charge, which is great. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with this unit as well. All right. Can't stress this enough. We are entering break ride area. You're going to need your break ride unit, and this guy is legit all or nothing, boys. This is an all or nothing unit. I'm going to tell you why and break it down for you. So pretty much what Bat and Dagger is, and this is why you ride your Dudley Emperors. When it's rode upon, your Vanguard will get 10,000 power, but you maintain a floaty effect. A floaty effect is what stays in play and doesn't disappear till you end your turn. So your front row rear guards will always get 10,000 power. So at the end of the battle, your rear guard attacked, you put that unit on the bottom of your deck. So the beauty of Bat and Dagger is it's already giving you that option to do a Dudley Emperor play. Your front row will definitely be cleared out because all your rear guards have to do is attack. Your front row gets cleared. You Dudley Emperor. It's kind of like doing an ethic block play, but a lot more utility. What do I mean by that extra utility? There's going to be a lot of things with this, including the return of Devil Summoner. Devil Summoner will actually be able to do some work. Again, Devil Summoner will be coming out with a 70k. If you summon it with Mason and your opponent was at that damage point, you can make it work to your advantage. So that's why Bat and Dagger is such a good break ride. It's legit make it or break it. And if you have the units in the deck for it, it's going to be nuts, period, the way he runs, the way he works. Because he does this effect, you're going to have like playing attacks on the Vanguard. It's a legit all or nothing attack. However, you don't have to attack if you don't want to. If you want to bring back your intercept plays for the final battle, you can. You're allowed to do that. So what I'm trying to say is here, Bat and Dagger is going to be really interesting. It is a legit all or nothing final break ride. It is beautiful. This is used with Dudley Emperor. Once you ride on top, it's definitely a good game from there. This is legit one giant ethic block play in the end due to Mason getting the 4th damage attack in, which summons another unit, and that unit can possibly Devil Summoner. Devil Summoner summons another unit, and that unit's going to have the 10k power anyways. pretty much you have one giant block play going for you since your whole front row has 10,000 power. Seriously, it's crazy. Bad End Dagger is nuts for what it's worth. The fact that he does this play is ridiculous. It's so weird. It's so godly. It's legit one final turn. It's amazing. Grateful Catapult, we get it as a double rare, so if you didn't pull your Dudley Emperors, this is probably your next best bet. Grateful Catapult is kind of the same. Once the unit attacks a Vanguard, you counterblast one and you Persona Blast, and then you call any 2 cards from your deck to any empty rear guards. So you can do this effect either way. You can do Catapult or you can do Emperor. Most people have their Emperors because Emperor will be better. So it's always good to have your Emperor, period. If you didn't pull Emperors or you didn't pull enough of them, this is possibly a good second for you guys, but you're going to have a Persona Blast for it in the end. That's the only sad part. You're going to have that Persona Blast so you can do the play. But it's not a bad backup in that sense if you didn't pull Emperors from last set. So I like Grateful Catapult. I argue that with my friend Ollie. I mean, yeah, it's a very situational card. You're CBing one. You're going to CB one, or you're going to be doing it the other way. Or you're going to be doing CB2 with Emperor, where I feel like Catapult kind of can micromanage. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Spikes that you can really make a good theory craft with it, believe it or not. Putting 2 and 2 together with this deck is crazy enough as it is. The way it runs, it looks like it can run like fire either way. Mason can be savored depending if you have the CB, but obviously that's why you will have enough CB probably if you've been healing, if you've been countercharging, and you're pulling off all your plays. For real. We also get another break ride. His name is Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, it gets the following ability. At the end of battle, put a rear guard into your soul to call a card from your hand. If it's a Dudley was called, this unit gets plus 10,000 power. So this is an interesting break ride. It's kind of like saying, oh, you get an extra attack. It's pretty much Skydiver as a break ride. Said when you play a unit, it will get 10,000 power. 10,000 power is good in those situations. If you are like soul blasting, obviously you will have enough cards to do a soul blast play always when it comes to break riding because there's always a unit in the soul. So you can even do something like that, but as long as you summon a Dudley card, it comes out with 1900. Max can go up to 2400 if you're using Douglas. So on and so forth. Daisy 17, if it was like that type of situation. Lucifer has some builds around him as well. I would assume due to this fact that this is an extra attack. If you weren't pulling your Emperors, so on and so forth. Yondu. And the last card is just Rapid House. He's just one of those, if he's Vanguard, 5,000. If he's offside, he's 2,000. So right now, what you have to really focus on is definitely getting 4 Bad End Dagger. That is period. And 4 Dudley Masons. You need these. These start your combos. This sets you up perfectly for everything. Bad End Dagger is actually one of the most, I think one of the best break rides, in my opinion, for his worth. As if you can game your opponent, this is legit 3 PGs going out of your opponent's hand. Regardless of the situation, 3 PGs will be gone if they're at 4th damage. That's why I really like this unit. For what he's worth, he does a lot. And that I can appreciate about him. So we're getting a really good clan event coming up. Spike Brothers has always been strong in the ladder. This just bumps him up to the point where like it's a legit battle between him and Ethic Buster. So if your break ride is better than his break ride at the end of his turn, you had the PGs, you stop block, and Dagger's going to be like, GG's, bud. Shoulder tackle. So that's it for a Spike Brothers event. Hopefully this provides insight. Save up your stamina. Get these cards. They're definitely worth every penny. Highly recommended by yours truly as well. Be good, stay safe, and get prepped, guys, for the next event, because this one's going to be a doozy. Spikes make a huge comeback with this. For real, though. Give me a sec.